Hi there, Amanda Gray here from Say Yes Events. I'm coming to you today to discuss when to hire your wedding coordinator. Many couples, right after getting engaged, the first thing that they do is they figure out their budget. The budget is the driving force for the wedding. It is a deciding factor in where the purchases are going to be made and how they're going to be made. From the budget, the second step usually is to figure out or to get an idea of what your guest list is going to look like. How large, who are the yeses, who are the maybes, who are the people that you were going to invite, but maybe they live so far that chances of them coming are low. Those are the kind of things you want to start thinking about right after the budget, because usually the guest list is a reflection of the budget. And then from there, couples love to dive into looking for their venue. The venue is a very important part of the wedding planning process. It is the biggest contract you're going to sign, and it's the place where everyone is going to gather to celebrate. And so it needs to be a reflection of you. When you book the venue, you are agreeing to a lot of terms that sometimes couples don't really realize until after the fact, and nothing can be changed. So my advice, my tip of the day is, if in any part of the planning process you think you're going to hire a wedding coordinator, to do it before you book the venue. And I'm going to give you some reasons why. My first one is that venues often have preferred vendor lists. They have a list of vendors that they prefer to work with, and it's what they're going to recommend to you. And sometimes the venue will actually require you to use their in-house chef for your catering, or they will require you to rent their linens and their chairs and tables. The wedding planner can step in, and it allows for some negotiation on bringing in outside people. And this makes your wedding a little bit more customizable. When you get locked into doing using the same vendors and the same items that that venue uses every weekend, your wedding is going to be a lot like everyone else's, and there might not be a lot of room for you in there. So that would be my number one recommendation and my number one reason why to hire a wedding planner before booking the venue. My second reason is that sometimes additional things are added onto your contract. For instance, if you are going to get married in a banquet room in a hotel, more often than not, that hotel is going to want you to book out the honeymoon suite. In addition to the honeymoon suite, they might have you book out rooms at the end of the hallway or corridor, and they might have a set number of rooms based off of your guest list. And this is so that when your wedding is over and you have maybe a bunch of tipsy people, that they're all congregating to one area of the hotel, and the noise is kept away from other visitors at the hotel. This can be a little bit problematic, especially if you don't want to book any rooms. One thing that your wedding planner can do is they can try to reduce the number of rooms that they require you to book, and the wedding planner can also try to work out some kind of discount for you. My last reason to hire a wedding planner before booking your venue is the details. There are so many details that go into a contract. There are even more that go into a venue contract. And one prime example is, say you're having a buffet and your venue is requiring you to rent your plates from them, and they happen to add on salad plates to your venue rental. This doesn't make any sense because you have a buffet, and most people don't go through a buffet line and get salad and then go back through a buffet line and get dinner. They usually just do one round, maybe 2 rounds, but they don't usually go back for different items. So you're paying for salad plates that nobody is going to use, and you could be potentially saving yourself, upwards of $50. And those small details do start to add up, and it might not be something that the venue catches, and it might not be something that you catch, but your wedding planner, if they are a seasoned professional, should be able to look at that contract and say, that doesn't seem right. So that is my tip for the day, that if you are going to hire a wedding planner, to do it before you book the venue. It will save you a huge headache, because when you sign a contract, it's signed. And no matter how great the wedding planner is, after the contract is signed, there's not a lot of wiggle room. So if you want to get the most bang for your buck and get the most out of your wedding planner, do it before you start signing the contracts, because they're going to be a huge asset to you. That's all I have for today. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below and I will try to make a video and answer it. Also, please hit the subscribe button, share this wonderful information with all of the other engaged couples that you know. We are on all of the social media outlets: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Pinterest at Say Yes Events. And stay tuned, because I have a lot of information coming up for you. Have a wonderful day. Bye.